Hi everyone, welcome back. So we are going to look at our basic visualization tips and tricks. And so everywhere we are going to get materials from, resources from, that we are going to use to do our visuals and just to make it great. So let's look at this. So creating dashboard and visuals. These are the basic tips and tricks that you should just follow. So first of all, before you think of creating any dashboard and visual, you have to know your audience. So very, very important. It's very important you know your audience to know the kind of people that you are going to present to. If you are presenting to executives, you should know the kind of report that you churn out. If you are presenting to salespeople, so your reports will be different. So know your audience. It's very critical you know your audience in any kind of presentation you do. Know your audience is number one. The second thing is that before you even start creating, so you must have a sketch of what you want to achieve. So there is a question before you start creating dashboards. There's a question that comes. There's a question that is asked. We often create dashboards, often create reports to answer certain business questions. Right. So to answer those certain business questions, you have to first create a design and a sketch of everything you want to use to answer that question. When you want to do comparisons, the kind of charts you have to use. When you want to show a trend, the kind of charts you have to use. When you want to show a correlation, what kind of charts are you to use? So create a sketch of all of that and just plan. So this is part of planning your visualization. You have to plan to get a good visualization. So the other thing is choose the right team. Right. So you have to be consistent when it comes to colors. Colors, you have to be consistent. Not that you will use a very light color somewhere, you use a very dark one, and they won't be the same shade. Different kind of colors. The colors will be here and there. So you have to be consistent with colors. It's very important. So you can go to this website. There you can extract a color theme. So either that of your organization, that of the organization you work for, or the color of the organization you're about to execute a project for. So it's just better you just pick that color scheme, which I'm going to show you how to do when we are creating our teams. So I'm going to show you that. So backgrounds is very important. As I showed you in the previous video, you saw the difference between those two reports. So background is very critical. So icons also make it just give that extra level of beauty, or that extra level that will just help explain your report better. Yeah, icons is critical also. You can get your icons from icons8.com, logomaker.com. There's also remixicons.com. There's a whole lot of places where you can get icons. But these icons, this logo maker, I think logo maker and remix are completely free. This icon 8, they are, if you want to download high resolution files or those, you might have to pay something. So I mostly use logo maker and remix icons. So our adobe.com is for colors, So and we are also going to use this color to color these icons just to be consistent. So again, align your visuals in a proper manner. Right, that is also very critical. Your visual has to be aligned on your Power BI dashboard. If the visuals are flying over here, all over there, it gets people, so it gets people even very disinterested in even in reading the report or what you have to offer. So your visual has to be aligned. Very critical part. Has to be aligned. The visualization has to be aligned. Good. So the next thing is to use the right visuals. Like I said earlier, if you want to show comparison, you will use, that is comparison between two criteria, you will use a column chart or a bar chart. If you want to show a trend, a line chart is preferably line charts. Then if you want to show a correlation, you can use a scatter plot. So depending on what you want to show, using the right visual is very critical in coming out with a very good report. So take advantage of all features in Power BI. Very critical: bookmarks, page navigation, slicer panel. So a whole lot of things. There are a whole lot of advantages. Your selection pane. Yeah, so you can take a whole lot of advantage and use Power BI just to get your visualization up to speed and just to get it really, really nice to interact with. So we are going to look at different resources in the in this lesson, or let's leave it to the next lesson. We are going to look at different resources, good and bad visuals. We are going to look at visual guide and references. So right visual for the right purposes. Right. We are going to look at all that in the next lesson. So thanks for taking your time to see this video. See you in the next lesson.